In order to make the dream to save the most threatened coral reefs in the world a reality, one must travel 4 days by plane and hours by boat to reach a remote island. At one time, Pom Pom Island, located in Malaysia, was privy to the most pristine and biologically diverse coral reefs in the world. In the crystal blue coral seas just off the coast of Malaysia, there are a group of people who have forged such an intimate relationship with the water that they rarely leave it. After being banned from living on Malaysian soil because of their refugee status, the Baju people have severed ties within the mainland, instead choosing to live a nomadic lifestyle on the open ocean. Standing on stilts above the lapping waves, the Baju built an offshore community that relies solely on the ocean to survive.
This reef, like many in Southeast Asia, many in Singapore, is being really badly damaged by blast fishing.
You can still hear the bombs, which means it is still going on. It's just motivated me so much more to actually keep doing what we're doing, because I knew that this distraction was going on even while we were working on fixing the problem.
And about 10 minutes into the dive, it just came out of nowhere. There was this huge boom.
Dynamite or blast fishing has contributed to massive destruction of Southeast Asian coral reefs over the past 20 years. In this technique, dynamite or other explosives are set off underwater.
It felt like it was really close to us because it was so loud.
The explosives completely destroy not only the fish, but the underwater environment, leaving it as rubble. It is because of these fishing practices that 90% of the reefs in Southeast Asia have been decimated due to dynamite fishing.
The island is beautiful. I fell in love with it. Yeah, being able to do conservation every day and then also being able to teach people about the importance of conservation is really amazing. So we bring the corals back and we fill up little pots with cement, and then we plant the little fragments of coral into them. So we put them straight back in the water so the cement actually sets in the ocean, and then we take them up to our nursery where we can set them there and just let them sort of grow and settle before we place them onto our skeleton reefs. Okay, so we're just gearing up. We're gonna go plant some coral.
So planting them in cement like that would waste half of the coral tissue. So what we do is we cut them in half and plant them as two separate halves, so that we actually only kill a very small amount of the bottom and we get maximum coral. This is then this coral growing. So it's been rolling around the seabed, and every time it gets to the top, it grows on the top. That's perfect. Then what you do is you put a coral in it, looking like that. Okay, we've taken one colony which was smashed by bomb fishing, and by carefully separating it, we're going to make between 20 and 100 individual new colonies. And since each of these new colonies is not competing with another of the same species, it has space to grow. So each of these will grow as big as the original.
hoteles y la contaminación de basura y playas estaba muy elevado. Cuando vine a 40 años pasados, esto era un paraíso total. Ahora es menos del total. Hay un problema muy serio en San Josecito. Podemos seguir. El problema de San Josecito es un arrecife de coral que hace 40 años yo entré y era un jardín. Ahora entramos y lo que hay es un cementerio de coral.
And have you heard in Malaysia there's dynamite fishing where they actually blow up coral for fishing?
One you blow it in Bali, no, we don't have that one because provision for that one. Except the people when they stolen the fish or they want broke the coral, they will do that one. In Bali, we never do that one.
The mission of Ocean Lifeline is to maintain the homeostasis of the oceans on a macroscopic level, enacting worldwide protection for marine life from environmental harm and human destruction. Ocean Lifeline is committed to preserve marine life through a series of educational research, strategic campaigns, and documentaries.